Good morning, students. Welcome back to civics class, chapter 1, diversity. Students, yesterday we have discussed about diversity. What is diversity? The state of being different from one another is called diversity. And diversity in India, diversity has been one of our most remarkable features. People belonging to different religions and speaking different languages live in India. Then the history of diversity. So today we are going to study about the kinds of diversity and religious diversity, linguistic and regional diversity. Let us start the class. Kinds of diversity. India is a land of enormous physical diversity. There are the lofty Himalayas, fertile plains, the Deccan Plateau, vast coastal areas, Thar Desert, and many other landforms. So India is a land of enormous physical. We have the land of enormous physical features is there. Okay, so we have the Himalayas. In the physical features, there are lofty Himalayas is there. Fertile plain, lofty Himalayas, fertile plains, the Deccan Plateau, vast coastal areas, Thar Desert, and many other landforms. The existence of India as a nation depends on the interrelations of different regions and they depends on one another. So our way of living of India is depends nation depends on the interrelations of different regions. So we have the different regions. India has the different region, but the different regions interrelation. We all our nations depends on interrelations of different regions. So no regions alone can't survive. So all regions are interdependent on one another. Rice and wheat. Students, rice and wheat is the staple food of our country. So this rice and wheat grown in the fertile plains. The mountains are a source of many. Lot of mountains will be there. Himalayan mountains, in the north side. So it's a source of many rivers. Then coastal areas. Coastal areas means automatically fishing is the main occupation. So coastal areas provide fish. The Deccan Plateau grows cotton and is also a storehouse of essential minerals. A person living in Delhi will get coconut grown in the coastal area, while a person living in the coastal areas, he will eat rice grown in the northern plains. So only because the different regions of the country are connected to each other. Actually, those who are living in the Delhi, they will get coconut grown because coconut is growing in the coastal areas only. But in those who are living in Delhi, they will get coconut. Even a person living in the coastal areas, they will eat rice grown in the northern plains. So rice grown in northern plains in the fertile plains. Rice grown in northern plains only. Coconut in the coastal areas. So all are eating everything we will get it only because the different regions of the country are connected to each other. So whatever grown in the coastal areas, Deccan, whatever grown in the fertile plains, all over region, we got it, isn't it? We got it and we will eat also. So because the different regions of the country are connected to each other, so this is the best example. So we all different regions, isn't it? But different regions of the country are we are all connected to each other only because of the products, my food products like coconut, we are getting rice, wheat. So all these are not grown in same place. Different regions, different foods, different fruits are cultivated, but all regions all regions are getting the different types of food because of the different regions of the country are connected to each other. The diversity in physical features add a lots of variety to our culture as well. Even not only physical features, it adds to a lot of variety to our culture as well. Lot of variety of culture. While women living in the cold climate of Kashmir wear woolen bihrans, a woman living in the hot and humid Bengal prefers wearing a cotton saree. Bhangra and Gidda are popular dance forms of the vibrant and energetic people of Punjab. The Assamese like matching their steps to the subtle and artistic dance form Bihu. Not only physical feature, even culture also we have. So those who are living in the Kashmir cold climate, they are wearing the woolen. Those who are living in the hot and humid place, for example, Bengal people prefers wearing a cotton saree. Even Punjabi people, Bhangra and Gita, a popular dance. Even Assamese, we are here in Assam. The Bihu dance is very famous. You know very well, isn't it? So, physical features as well as cultures features also is there. So, the diversity in physical features adds a lot of variety to our culture as well. Is it clear, students? Religious diversity. India is a secular country. This means that people of India have the right to follow any religion of their choice and celebrate their religious festivals. Religious communities such as Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Christians, Jains, Parsis, Jews, and Buddhists consider India their home and live in peace and harmony. The government of the country treats people of all regions alike without any kind of discrimination. Here first you have to understand what is secularism. Secularism means showing due respect to all religions. In a secular state, there is no official religions of the state, and is not and it does not discriminate against any religion. In a secular state, there is no official religion of the state, and it does not discriminate against any religion. All types of religious groups and sects are free to practice. All types of religious groups of people are free to practice the religion of their choice. Everybody is equal before the law and enjoys equal rights no matter to what faith, caste, color, or creed he or she belongs. So the people of India have the right to follow any religion of their choice and celebrate their religious festivals. Why is India called a secular country? India is called a secular country because it does not have any state religion and people are free to practice any religions of their choice. India is called a secular state because it does not have any state religion and people are free to practice any religions of their choice. The government of the country treats people of all religions alike without any kind of discrimination. Linguistic and regional diversity. People of India speak different languages and dialects and use different scripts. The 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution recognizes 22 languages. Hindi is the Hindi is the primary official language, and while English is the secondary official language. The government encourages every state to develop its language and culture. Here first you have to understand what is mean by linguistic diversity. When people live in the same country, state or region but speak different languages. When people live in the same country but speak different languages, it is known as linguistic diversity. India is a linguistically diverse country as different regions have different languages. What is meant by linguistic diversity? When people live in the same country, state or region but speak different languages. It is known as linguistic diversity. India is a linguistically diverse country as different regions have different languages. In our country, there are 22 official languages. The 22 official languages are Hindi, Punjabi, Sindhi, Gujarati, Marathi, Bengali, Oriya, Assamese, Urdu, Sanskrit, Kashmiri, Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Nepali, Manipuri, and etc. So we must always keep in mind that all languages are our own languages and we must love them all. So all languages are our own languages and we must love them all. So here Hindi is the Hindi is the what is that? Hindi is the primary official language. Hindi is the primary official language. So what is the primary and secondary official language of India? Hindi is the primary official language and English is the secondary official language of India. Is it clear, students? So that's all for today class. I hope you all understood. Meet you in the next class. Till then, revise the chapter taught. Thank you. Have a nice day. Today we have discussed about kinds of diversity, linguistic diversity, religious diversity. So that's all for today class. I hope you all understood. Meet you in the next class. Till then, revise the chapter taught. Thank you. Have a nice day.